Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your morning cup of news, fueled by White Cane Coffee. Brian Hagbert with you here on your Daily Local. Today is Thursday, February 15th, 2024. Got myself a fresh cup of Dragon's Roast we brewed right here at home. You can order your favorite roast to brew at home online at whitecanecoffee.com. Don't forget to stop into the White Cane Coffee Cafe, which is open in the plaza across from Tops. Get yourself a fresh cup. Get it in one of these special laser engraved tumblers. Get it filled with your purchase when you bring it back. Get 50% off your refill as part of the White Cane Coffee Mug Club. While you're there, you can pick up a breakfast burrito, cinnamon roll, Danish, and stop in around lunchtime. Soup and sandwich is now available at the White Cane Coffee Cafe as well. Can't make it down to the cafe? Well, that's not a problem. White Cane's also available on DoorDash. Just place your order, have your favorites delivered right to your door. And now let's take a look at today's news. With most of the 2024-25 school calendar finalized, there remained one final decision following Monday's school board meeting: what to do with the last day of school. The calendar, as it stood entering Monday's meeting, had students attending for a full day on the last day of school, June 6, 2025. Board member John Wortman proposed a change where students would be in school for half a day. Quote, I think that there's probably a lot of work that also needs to be done from faculty and staff at the administrative level, Wortman said. I think that having that time would probably provide some opportunities for staff to take care of some of those items without having students in the building. While changing back to a half day for students could ease some of the burden on teachers, Superintendent Amy Stewart said it could create, quote, a hardship for families. Quote, daycares will pivot, but there will be points of failure when we have half days, Stewart said. It is definitely a challenge for us. We've done it. It's not a fun play day for everybody. It cuts both ways. One of the other issues, transportation manager Mike Keel said, is making sure there are enough bus drivers to transport for a half day. Quote, our drivers are super tight, Keel said. Last week, there was a day where we didn't have enough drivers to cover all our afternoon runs. Keel said many of the drivers have other jobs that they work between their morning and afternoon runs. He also added that there would be additional cost and safety concerns for a half day. Quote, we've dropped kids off where there were no parents, Keel said, of previous last days of school. Wortman suggested that there would be plenty of time to get the word out between now and the end of the next school year. Board member Kevin Linvey made a motion to table the discussion until the next committee of the whole meeting after expressing concern that moving to a half day, quote, isn't the smartest thing to do. Motion to table was approved unanimously. Board President Paul Mangione made it clear that the only issue with the calendar as presented was regarding the last day of school. Quote, for planning purposes, we're only talking about the last day of school, Mangione said. The rest of the schedule will remain intact. A link to the school calendar as presented can be found in our story at yourdailylocal.com. Dr. Nancy McCabe's newest novel revisits a time that was strange for everyone and perhaps uniquely strange for higher education: the COVID-19 pandemic. The professor of writing at the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford said she started writing the Pamela Papers, a mostly epistolary story of pandemic academic pandemonium, while faculty were trying to teach, meet, and conduct their normal work through digital tools. Quote, the technology that enabled us to do our jobs also had the power to speed up the dehumanization of the workplace, she said, and moved a friend to ask her, what if the person on the other side of the computer was just a bot? Inspired by this idea, she began her satire of academic life in the pandemic. As her coworkers caught on, they sent her ideas to incorporate. Quote, academia particularly lends itself to satire, McCabe said. People are drawn to it by idealism, optimism, and a belief in the power of education, but for many, a culture created by flawed human beings can seem irrational, egotistical, and jarringly out of keeping with the values we hold. In addition, I wanted to comment on the way universities are viewed by the outside culture as hotbeds of overboard progressivism, something that is not at all true to my experience of smaller campuses. McCabe said she found writing the Pamela Papers during the pandemic cathartic. Quote, I found solace in poking fun of things that were making me stressed and anxious. I found myself looking forward to the process, and when I was most stressed, I could turn to my manuscript and immediately start laughing. The book is written in the form of a variety of documents: emails, Zoom chats, a resume, a word cloud, accreditation guidelines, Pamela's to-do lists, and etc. Quote, I began by composing fake emails exaggerating real life to highlight things that felt ridiculous, McCabe said, and then I tried to figure out how the entire story might be told through a variety of documents. It was a fun distraction, something that could be written in bits and pieces between Zoom classes and meetings. McCabe directs the writing program at Pitt Bradford and teaches in the low residency graduate program in creative writing at Spalding University. Her novel was released on February 6th by Outpost 19. More on this novel can be found in our story at yourdailylocal.com. Could be in store for some mixed precipitation today. We'll have the full daily forecast for you right after this.
The only thing worse than being stuck at home is being stuck at home without coffee. We can't let that happen. Browse our selection and order online. From sweet to tangy, hot or iced, we have something for you. White Cane Coffee, because every cup makes a difference. Cheers.
And welcome back to your Morning Cup of News, fueled by White Cane Coffee. Brian Hagberg with you on your Daily Local. Now let's take a look at our daily forecast, courtesy of the National Weather Service. We'll see mixed precipitation today as there's a chance of snow before 2 p.m., rain and snow from 2 to 3 p.m., and rain after 3 p.m. Temperatures will reach a high of 43 degrees. Light and variable winds early will become southeast at 13 to 18 miles an hour throughout the morning, and gusts could be as high as 33. Chance of precipitation today is 100% with little or no accumulation expected. That rain will continue until 7 p.m. with snow showers likely the remainder of the night. It will be cloudy with a low of around 25 degrees. West winds will be at 18 to 26 miles an hour with gusts as high as 45 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation overnight is 70%. A light day locally in sports action. We'll be back with your Morning Cup of Sports after this quick word.
Have you ever wanted to play an instrument? The Warren Music Conservatory is the area's only choice for premier music education, with the area's top music instructors giving you fun and exciting music lessons for a variety of instruments and styles. The Music Conservatory also rents and repairs instruments of all types. And don't forget to stop in and check out our student bookstore for your musical supplies like strings, sticks, picks, and more. What are you waiting for? Stop dreaming. Start doing today.
Welcome back. And now with your Morning Cup of Sports, here's Andy Close.
Good Thursday morning, February the 15th. It's time for your Morning Cup of Sports, fueled by White Cane Coffee. And it was a relatively light night scholastically across Warren County on Wednesday, but that will change on Thursday as a trio of girls basketball games dot the slate. Youngsville is at Cochranton, Eisenhower is at Mercyhurst Prep, and Region 5 champion Warren is at Conneaut. Conneaut's only region loss of the season coming at the hands of the Lady Dragons earlier this season. Eisenhower, meanwhile, looking to potentially spoil Mercyhurst Prep's bid for a Region 3 title, so something to keep an eye on there. District 9 playoff brackets expected to be released at some point today, with District 10 having Thursday, today, and Friday as play dates. Those brackets are expected to be released sometime this weekend. That is your Morning Cup of Sports, fueled by White Cane Coffee. Have a great Thursday, everybody.
Thanks for that, Andy. And don't forget to head to yourdailylocal.com throughout the day for all the news you need when you need it. You can also like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. Just search Your Daily Local on your favorite social media channel. Hit that like, subscribe, or follow button. You can subscribe to our weekly email newsletter online at yourdailylocal.com. Just enter your name and email address, hit submit, and get our newsletter delivered right to your inbox. Don't forget to tune in every weekday morning at 8:30 a.m. for your Morning Cup of News, fueled by White Cane Coffee. And every Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. as White Cane Coffee presents Coffee and a Conversation, where we sit down with someone from the community to talk about the people, places, events, and happenings throughout the region that matter most to you. Always a great conversation you won't want to miss every Saturday morning. If there is someone you think we should be talking to, send us a note, news@yourdailylocal.com. Let us know who it is, why we should chat with them. We'll make every effort to make that happen for you. Well, that will wrap it up for your Thursday. Hope everybody has a fantastic day. And remember, if you change one life, you change your world. Cheers.
You know what would make that better? A cup of White Cane Coffee.
Wow, that really is great coffee.
White Cane Coffee, because every cup makes a difference.
It's not just about music lessons. It's about hard work, perseverance, dedication, self-expression, making memories. Let's make memories together.